Hey, Exotical darlings, this is Coco Exotical. Thank you for being here with me. Today, we're going to talk about how you need to stop oversharing and keep your big mouth shut. Do you ever find yourself sometimes getting super excited about an accomplishment that you've made, or upcoming travel plans, or a new relationship, a job interview, or a promotion at your current job? Anything that you've been really looking forward to and you're super excited about, and you want to share it with your friends, your family, or even your coworkers? Well, stop. Keep your big mouth shut. Okay? Most people don't care anyway, and they're just looking for something to gossip about or to hate on you about. Most of us overshare because we're looking for connection, validation, or we're just nervous or excited about something. At first, it might feel like you're being authentic, but later on, you might wonder if you said too much, and you probably have. For example, I know someone who used to tell everyone about her financial struggles, thinking that they most likely relate, but instead people started talking about her behind her back and laughing about how she's broke and how she should probably dump her loser boyfriend and get her a man who has some money, right? So where she was just trying to connect with people about finances because a lot of people are struggling during these tough times, they saw it as an opportunity to make fun of her, right? The more personal details you throw out there, the more people can use those details to gossip and formulate opinions about you, whether they're good or bad. So you don't have to share your super personal details about your life with anybody. You could be open and friendly without giving away your entire emotional diary, right? Have a few lighthearted topics in your back pocket that you can talk about so you don't have to overshare and go too deep about your personal life. Oversharing can actually hurt you, whether it's socially, professionally, or emotionally. For example, if you constantly tell your coworkers about how hungover you were last weekend or about every disagreement that you have with your partner, they might start to question your professionalism and they might actually start to lose respect for you. All you're doing is giving people fuel to gossip about you or turn it against you later. For example, if you tell someone about a fight you had with your sibling or a mistake that you made with your partner, they can turn it around and throw it in your face later on when they're angry with you about something. Not everyone needs to know about your disappointments or your family drama, right? And all of this oversharing can push people away as well. People don't always like to hear about your struggles or your drama or all of the complaining that you're doing all of the time. We've all been trapped in a conversation where somebody shares way too many personal details and it makes you feel super uncomfortable. And even if you're sharing something positive, like a goal that you've accomplished or a promotion that you received, people still don't care to hear about it because it can make them feel envious that you're achieving goals in your life while their lives remain stagnant, right? Have you ever gotten into a relationship or started working toward one of your goals or had something really good happen to you and then you share it with someone and all of a sudden it falls apart? That's because sometimes people can send negative energy your way because they secretly don't want you to accomplish those goals and they're secretly envious of you, right? That negative energy directed towards you ends up destroying what you were trying to build before it even had a chance to stabilize. Again, keep your big mouth shut and stop oversharing. So how can you tell if you might be oversharing? If you feel anxious after you've told someone something personal, then you might have overshared. For example, if after talking to someone you spend the next 30 minutes or the next hour with a knot in your stomach thinking, why did I say that? Why did I tell them that? What the heck? Then you probably overshared with them, right? Or if you notice people pulling away from you or changing the subject or making awkward glances at other people, then you probably overshared. Or if you're talking about something that you're super excited about and you see the person's face change from pleasant to irritated or they have a stank face all of a sudden, then they're not happy for you and you're probably oversharing. Or if you're venting to someone that you barely know or to someone who loves gossip and is always gossiping, now you're giving them ammunition to use against you next time, right? Now you and your business are going to be the hot topic of discussion around the office, right? So how do you stop oversharing? Stopping oversharing doesn't mean that you have to keep everything to yourself or shut down or be fake. It just means that you have to be intentional about what you're sharing and who you're sharing it with, right? For example, if you feel the urge to share something super personal, stop and take a breath and ask yourself, does this person need to know this information right now? Is this the person I should be telling this information to? Or should I even be sharing this information at all with anyone right now? Taking that pause is going to give your mind a chance to settle down so that you can decide whether or not it's a good idea to share that particular information. Save that deep, sensitive stuff for trusted people like a therapist or your sibling or somebody else that you can really trust. For example, instead of telling your coworker about your breakup during your lunch break, talk to your best friend or talk to a close family member who will actually support you instead of making fun of you or instead of using that information for office gossip later on, right? You also need to have a little mystery in your life, right? You don't need to tell everybody everything about yourself. Instead of revealing your family drama by saying, oh my God, I don't talk to my family, they're a complete mess. We haven't spoken in months. They're completely horrible. Just say, I don't really hang out with my family right now because I need to take a little bit of time to myself and to focus on myself and my growth right now. And that's it. They don't need to know anything else about you and your family drama or your personal life. It's okay to have a little privacy. It's okay to be a little mysterious in life. Not everyone needs to know all the comings and goings in your life and what you're working on or what's going on in your life. It's okay to keep some things to yourself, right? Keep your mouth closed until your goals are accomplished, or until that relationship is strong and stable, or until you return from that vacation, or until you've already signed the paperwork on the business deal. Just keep your mouth shut until your goals are accomplished and until things are already signed, sealed, and delivered, right? Not everyone has your best interest at heart, and they enjoy your failures and they're envious of your wins as well. So oversharing might feel good in the moment, but sometimes it can cost you your peace, your privacy, and even your reputation. So it's best to just keep some things to yourself and let people wonder about you. Remain a little mysterious, right? Protect your energy and share only with the people who've earned the right to hear your story and to know your background. Not everybody needs to know all of that. So tell me about it. Have you ever overshared and then regretted it later on? Have you ever had people overshare with you? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.